A lot of guys will tell you if you can't play a song and make it sound good on acoustic guitar and vocals, that's not a good song. So that's kind of how we all started off. When we were kids, we couldn't afford to go to the big studios in town, so we just started buying up gear back in the late 90s, early 2000s, and just trying to do it at home. And just because we were like, we can do this, we can do this on our own. My favorite style of music to produce is probably like pop and R&B. Growing up in Memphis, like the blues and the R&B vibe is just kind of ingrained in me. That really comes through in the music that I like to produce now, with the modern pop stuff as well, and the modern R&B too, but with that old school vibe to it. When we come in and we gather ideas for what we're going to do, we come in and we do like scratch tracks and we build the track around that. I help with the arrangement, help put a bridge, do transitions, intros and outros, things like that to just really complete the song, because a lot of times that's what they're looking for me to do, is to help them finish that. If it calls for live drums or live guitars or samples, what have you, we can do it all in here, and it's great, it's easy. We can do whatever you want to do, whatever you can imagine and think of, and it's a lot of fun. And that's how we kind of get started on it. And then from there, we do the editing and the tuning and the mixing, and then all of my mixes go to my mastering engineer, MT Champion. There's a joke, the mix is never finished. It kind of clicks, and you know when it's right. Initially, it can take anywhere from, I know I've done it before, we've done a song, scratch and recorded all of it in one day. In other instances, it's taken a month. So it depends on how much creativity and how much it's working. And usually if you have to force it, it's not working right. I love the vintage stuff because it sounds real to me. These days it's so easy just to throw a plug-in on and get a decent sounding mix out of it. But for me personally, I 100% believe that the real gear sounds different than the plug-ins. The older stuff, the gear has had millions and millions of hit records made on it, and they're still made on it today. You can change it up and come up with new versions, but that is the sound that makes hits. A buddy of mine got a Taylor guitar about 20 years ago, and it had Elixir strings on it. And I played it and I was like, oh my gosh, I've never felt strings like this before. And I put them on every single guitar ever since, because the way they feel and the way they sound is incredible. They sound better than any other string, and they feel better than any other string, and they last significantly longer.